This is my story, 21 Chronicles.
Well, I took what I learned. The ingenuity, the class, the charisma, the steps, the movement, the hesitation, the wait, to be curious, very curious, to create an atmosphere.
I burn hot like lava, shoot hot in the...
Name's Arnold Fields. Everybody know me as Cup. You know, I play ball, I hoop. That's all I know. When I first moved on this block back in the early 80s, you know, I ain't know nothing about basketball until I met the guys, the fellas from 21 Park. Butch, Wayne, Poop, Kubi, Shawnee, who else? Gordy, Dewan, Max. You know, all I knew was ball from up here, 21 Park. That's where I was born and bred to play this game of basketball. I started here, came here in kindergarten. I ain't get introduced to the game till 7th grade. A lot of y'all start early. I started late in the game, but all I knew was hustle and defense. I wasn't no star player. I wasn't no erratic or amazing dribbler or amazing shooter. All I did was play D. If you wanted somebody stopped, call me. We just walking up the block en route to 21 Park, or where it all began. I mean, I really, basketball was my life. All I knew was basketball, my life. So rundown on my typical day on preparing for this game that I loved when I was young, to make me the man I am, to meet the people that I've met. I would normally just get up as a kid back in the 80s and 90s with no worries. Didn't have to worry about no bills. We ain't have to do nothing. All we did was play ball, eat, and play ball again. You know, as you see me walking, I'm gonna shout out my man Theus Brant, who was the coach. He was our coach for a long time, AKA Prime Time. You know, he even gave you haircuts. He gave the fellas haircuts. Excuse my French, but he fucked up everybody's head. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know when Brant cut your hair. But he was a good person, a good coach. Hopefully you'll hear from him on this 21 Chronicles. You know, like this is a typical walk. A typical walk on our way to 21 Park. A quick rundown on a day, how we just get up in the morning and just go to the park. Right now, I'm on Bronxwood Avenue between 226 and 225th Street. This block here means so much and did a whole lot for me. We would come out here and we would get our juice or get our drinks or whatever from the park at the deli, which used to be Teddy's Deli, and then we go to the park. After we go to the park, we come back and we just hang out right in front of the store, like everybody did when they was young back in the days, and we shoot dice no matter what weather it was, except for rain and snow. If it was cold out here, we just buy hot chocolate and shoot dice all day. Hot chocolates and tea all day. The footprint of where my life began, 21 Park, as you see. Now, what you see here is a prime example of politics going wrong. You know, our politicians, our neighborhood politicians, listening to old people, you know, diminishing the community, and old people talking about, oh, these kids are bad. If you look at the house behind me, how true it is, I don't know. But rumor has it that the people that lived in this house did not want the basketball courts that was here to exist. So, because we were out, young youth that weren't getting into any trouble, they were out here playing ball at all times of the night, which, okay, I understand, you know, you want to sleep, but we could have been out here robbing people. We could have been out here killing people, but no. Back in the days, it was all about basketball. Now, I'm gonna tell you about this side of 21 Park. This side of 21 Park, it was two half courts, one next to the other. None of this concrete, Walla Walla baseball field, soccer field shit. It was nothing but concrete jungle hoops. In order to get to the other side, the full courts, where they didn't let me play at first because I didn't have no coordination, I had to play here. I had to learn my game in the half-court game. This was called jungle ball over here. My man Butch, Wayne, a couple of Jamaicans, there was even females out here hooping, you know, and this is where it's at. We're gonna take a walk down to the other side of the park where the football courts were, you know, and I'm gonna give you some more stories about 21 Park. My story, 21 Park. As we walking, you see the handball court. Handball court been here for years. But what the hell is this? These goddamn Mexicans playing volleyball. Back in the days, this shit ain't happening. This shit ain't happening. I understand gentrification and, you know, uplifting everybody, but 21 Park wasn't having that. Volleyball? Man, you better take your ass to the beach for volleyball. There ain't no volleyball here. You know, had the handball courts also we had parties here at night. You know what I'm saying? Dudes brought out you know how KRS once said it? Parties in the street lights make the place dark or whatever the hell. This is where it was at. This is where it happened. You know, we're gonna walk a couple of more steps down, you know, tell you about how I developed a full court game to match my speed and my defensive tenacity. You know, today's athlete don't know nothing about park basketball. Park basketball is where you develop your game. AAU, I wasn't good enough to be on an AAU team, but I was good enough to stop all them AAU players. You know, we're gonna walk further in. You know, all of this used to be playground area, playground park. You know, benches was here. Now they put little bike racks. Man, back in the days, you leaned your bike up against the fence. And who got next? You know, you got the swings. We ain't have none of this. All of this community activism stuff is what brought the crime rate up and brought sports down. We used to have a big jungle gym here. You know, if you look this way, you know, now you see a track. Kids ain't trying to come out here and run no track. Kids trying to come out here and play basketball. You got a jungle gym over there. That was never there. You had two full courts over here. Two full courts, the big court and the little court. The big court was two half moon courts, as you can see. It looked like the Sudan and Uganda. That's how far apart it is. And then the other side, the little court, was two square backboards, metal backboards at that. People don't know about no metal backboards no more. That's the problem. That's why these kids are the way they are. You put these courts back in these parks where I could go to a different park and play against different players, which also honed my game. But here, the further away you go, you get the little court. That's where the little guys played with the lower talent, which was me. I was there for a long time. Like the producer of this video, Kubi, he automatically was on the big court. So in order for me to get to the big court, I had to dominate on the little court. You know, and once I got there, it was all love. It was all love. But I would come here any summer morning. Get it? I'm gonna say it again. Any summer morning. Me, Butch, Wayne. If Kubi was home from school, Kubi would come out here and we'll just work on our game. Do drills, do real drills, not no little bullcrap drills that they doing now. Kubi was the first person with the strength shoes. Nobody had strength shoes before Kubi. I put that on record. And man, 21 Park raised me to who I am. Some people might say I'm crazy. Some people might say I'm soft. Some people might say whatever they want to say. But 21 Park made me a man. It made me a man. It made me the player that I am today. Here I am, 52 years old, and I'm still playing. Still playing because of the groundwork that I put down in this park here, and I will forever be indebted to this park. The park is way different now. Man, there's so many stories in 21 Park. So many stories. You know, he's paying in the whole park. Man, I want to give a shout out to my man Laurel. I want to give a shout out to my man Dewey. I want to give a shout out to my man JT. You know, so much shit happened out here, legal, illegal. Man, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Funny story about 21 Park. You know, after we done played from sun up to sundown, we would all just sit on the bench. This bench wasn't here, but the benches were scattered throughout. We would sit on the bench, and my man JT chased Brent through this whole park with a fucking knife. Because Brent had a mouth on him. Brent was a very sarcastic motherfucker. I love him to death. Everybody loved him to death. But man, he chased his ass around this park just because of Brent's mouth. They wasn't gonna fight it up, but it was hilarious. We were young. Another story. We was out here about 10 o'clock at night playing. Me, Butch, Wayne, and my man Reynard. Reynard was walking up the block, and I ain't gonna lie, when we was young, we was some badass motherfuckers. We was troublemakers. We bothered everybody. Why Reynard threw a D battery and hit Butch in the head? Out of all the people, and in the dark, I swear to God, I think Reynard's a sniper, an undercover sniper. Because for him to hit Butch right in the top of the head, it was hilarious. Man, I hope my dudes that come through and tell you they 21 Chronicles. Because man, just sitting here right now, it's cold out here right now, but just talk about this park. Talk about this park. I don't feel the cold. There's nothing but love here, and I hope your park. And actually, before I even close out, 21 Park from back in the days, it built my skill, my crew skills. Everybody that I named: Butch, Mike, Poop, Shawnee, Cooley, Gordy, Wayne, you know, Jay. It built all our skills, and we went to everybody else's park and play ball. That's how you get better. You don't get better with AAU. You get better with going to the park, Olinville Park, you go to 219th Street Park, you go to Eastchester Park, you go to Edenwald Projects, the turf. You know, battled against a lot of guys, man, a lot of guys, and I want to thank y'all. Magenta, Gun Hill Tournament, shout it out. You know, I battled against a lot of guys, man. Shane the Dribble Machine, D. Freeze, John Oliver, Jay High. You know, I want to thank all y'all. You know, love is love, man.
I'm not judging if you're a sinner or a saint. Sometime life calls to shoot it in the paint. If you a scorer, if you ain't. Sometime life calls to shoot it in the paint. Off the glass, straight bang. Jab step, hit him with the fake. Yeah, I'm like shoot it in the paint.